In this video, I'm going to give a preview of the upcoming February 2026 BTO launch. Let's talk about Toa Payoh BTO. So this plot is located at Keat Avenue and will host 1,130 units of 2-room flexi, 3-room and 4-room flat. And the good news is, in terms of on-site facilities, it will have quite a lot because it will have a preschool, an eating house, a mini-mart, and several shops. Unfortunately, in terms of MRT station, according to Google Map, the nearest MRT station is Toa Payoh, which is about 1.6 kilometers away. So definitely not within walking distance, and you would need to ride a bus or have your own private vehicle. In terms of classification, personally, I think this project would be a plus because it's located in a mature town, but it's far away from MRT station. Judging based on how Oakville at Ang Mo Kio was classified back in October 2025, I think this project would have a similar classification, which is A+. However, I do see like some analysts on the news said that this will be prime. Oh my god, if this project becomes a prime, then I don't know what else to say. Now let's talk about the location. So this is the map that HDB gave, and then if we check the Google map, I believe the corresponding plot is basically this one. So as we can see here, the land plot is indeed quite big. That's why it can host more than 1,100 units later on. However, do note that we can see that it's really literally next to an expressway. So if let's say you are lucky enough to get a queue number, don't forget to consider that when you pick your unit. If you are wondering where is the nearest MRT station, so it's literally here, Toa Payoh. According to Google Map, it's about 1.6 kilometers away. I did check whether it's closer to go to Potong Pasir instead, but it seems like it's not closer either according to Google Map. Surrounding the area, we can see that it's not really homey right now. At least this portion is industrial sites. There are other residential building around the area, which is at this part. But indeed, as you can see, it's quite far from amenities. I think that's why HDB will have an eating house, a mini-mart, and several shops on the premise because amenities within walking distance is very limited. If we zoom in, there's actually a giant supermarket here. So I guess you can walk. It's about like 2 blocks away, so that's good. So if you see this big land plot here, so according to the map, that would be the Toa Payoh Regional Sports Center, Polyclinic, Library, and also Town Park. So even some of the facilities nearby, for example, like the Polyclinic, it will be relocated to Toa Payoh Regional Sports Center. And then even the community club seems like it will move as well. Other amenities that I can see is that there's this Kim Keat Palm Market and Food Center. So I think it is several blocks away as well. But then again, for the most part, you would need to rely on feeder buses to get more amenities around the Toa Payoh area. So even though this location is located in a mature town, but it's kind of a bit far from the town central itself. So please take note of that into consideration. In terms of school options, if we look at the map from HDB, there are some schools, but not sure whether it's the type of schools that you are looking for. So for example, they have St. Andrews Junior College, and then there are also like several secondary school, some madrasah as well. So there are some school options, but I would say it's kind of limited. I do note that if we go to the west side, there are like CHIJ secondary school and also primary school. You have Raffles girls schools, but then in terms of the distance, not sure whether it's within 2 kilometers away because as you can see, even to Toa Payoh is already like 1.6 kilometers away, right? So I think it's a bit too far. Okay, so what do I like about this project? I think the on-site facilities are great because it will have a preschool, an eating house, a mini-mart, and also several shops. So that's always good. In terms of distance to CBD area, especially if you are driving, definitely it's near to town. I also appreciate that this is a mega project with more than 1,100 units. So this will give you plenty of resale benchmark when you are ready to sell your unit sometime down the road. And then in terms of school options, yeah, there are some school options as well, so I guess that's good. However, on the other side, what don't I like about this project? Definitely I don't like that it's far from the MRT station. Like 1.6 kilometers away is very far. And then when I check what bus pass through that particular road, currently there's only like 2 buses. So unless they added more bus routes that is covering this site, you could expect quite a lot of time for you to go to Toa Payoh MRT station before further commute to other destination. And then obviously being so close to the expressway is also a downside, because like it or not, some of the blocks will face the expressway, and that is a concern. And then also the surrounding area has that industrial feel, so not sure whether that is something that you are keen to have. And then definitely the entry price is something that we need to watch out for as well, because Toa Payoh historically is a mature town that has high resale transaction prices, so which will mean that it will also impact the BTO starting price. And then of course, with this project being restricted with the 10-year MOP, you cannot rent out the whole flat after MOP, etc. So the restriction is kind of harsh, especially because the location of this project is not really that great, if I'm being honest. So in summary, I think this location is not ideal, right? There's no point sugarcoating it, even though it is located in a mature town, but this particular spot is not very strategic. Probably it is suitable for those who drive or doesn't mind to take feeder buses, but then I think it will be challenging for you to rent out your rooms in this location. It will also be challenging for you to try to sell later on at a high price. So definitely this is the kind of project that would be more suitable if you want to buy for own stay. At first, when I saw the February 2026 lineup and I saw Toa Payoh, I was very excited. I thought it would be one of the star of the BTO launch. But then after looking at this particular site, right, I think this is one of those spot where it is in a mature town, but it's like tucked in a hidden area of a mature town. So yeah, that's something to think about, especially if you want to apply to this development. But let me know what you think down below. If you would like to know more about other projects, go to my channel because I have plenty of content about this topic.